They were content with life, but I wanted more. Thinking of ways to get my foot in the door. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion.
Are you still there?
All of the homies we had turned into ghosts. We didn't know any better or know how to cope. Had to try out for the team, then wait on results. That was St. Andrews, I hated the coach. Entering raffles, I was just doing the most. Paying to play for the shows, you know how it goes. Plotting with ass, we were just struggling on unemployment, back on the ropes. I had to get it in motion, get it in motion. Listen to quick on the radio, them were the days. Balancing options, getting in so many ways. So many plays, I ended up playing it safe. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. Let's get it in motion, let's get it in motion. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, go. Watching you it's making me vomit, I'm dominant, juggling how many flows. Please don't compare me to none of these. I touch it and turn into diamond gold. All of the time that I spend in myself is in silence. I'm ducking and dodging these slide on you. You thought that I ran out of that's when it's time to making them. Got nothing to prove the way that I'm killing the mic. Couldn't imagine this happening back when my mama was making the stew with the rice. Enrolled in college for only like half a semester. I knew that it wouldn't suffice. Said that I'd either be there and jump, but my destiny couldn't have proven them right. I had to get it in motion. Let's 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 get it in motion.
Still there?
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Bucks looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here in Milwaukee. Lopez with the block. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Devin Booker pulls it down. On offense, here are the Suns. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Typically, it takes Giannis one stride to get where he wants to go. And in that one stride, he's covering so much ground, you can't keep up with him.
Earlier, David Aldridge spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What'd you find out, David?
Now, I asked Coach about what he has in store to try and slow down Devin Booker. Now, he laughed and told me they've lost sleep over how to defend him. They mentioned how, with and without the ball, Devin can hurt you. So Booker will have their total focus on defense. And Devin will have our total focus as well. Devin?
Thanks so much, David.
Devin Booker.
Shots good by Booker.
And when Booker's connecting from deep, this offense goes to another level. Good to see him drain that.
2 points. That one goes.
Oh, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Pass to Dunn. KD on the wing. Over onto the Kumbo. And that one hits back iron.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Here's Booker. Going inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Devin Booker knows he's going to get the defense's attention right there, so he relies on being a little bit nimble to get the shot off.
Both free throws good from Booker. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 1. Pass to Beal. And finished off by Beal.
Assist goes to
And Bradley Beal rising up that time.
Down low. Lopez. Banked in off the glass. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And here's Booker from the arc. That shot missing. Here's Milwaukee now. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Not much a defender can do against Giannis there.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to KD. Clock at 6. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
first personal foul.
It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
For a spindly guy, Durant has such great body control. Hard not to foul him when he carves his way in that deep.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again. KD is right at the top of that list.
Now here's Portis. Hasn't made one yet. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Got to defend Kuzma out on the perimeter or he's going to hurt you.
Suns trail by 4. A drive by Booker. Lopez with the block. They retain possession. Booker right side. Shoots over Kuzma. Booker no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
From Dane.
And bigs like Portis can get up and make those dunks look sweet.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Beal. Kicks it out to Booker. That one misses. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Bucks. He notched 8 points in the quarter.
The Suns, 11. Ladies and gentlemen,
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Yeah, getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
The NBA scoring explosion, Brent, hasn't slowed down. We're getting record-setting offenses, it seems like, every single season.
Yeah, Kevin, lots of factors going into that. Obviously, more three-pointers being taken and figuring out the math of the game. But let's give credit to the players and the work that they're doing in the off-season in terms of getting better with their skill to be able to shoot that basketball and seek out the most efficient shot on the court.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Pass to Bull. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim. Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Rebounded by the Bucks. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Well, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis able to get stops from anywhere on the court.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bull.
Just stifling on the defensive side. Portis not allowing his men any room.
Left side Jones. Beyond the arc. And it's keeping it alive with a new 14. From past the arc. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Antetokounmpo.
Every aspect of Giannis' game showing tonight, just unreal.
Inside. Out to the right wing. Pass to Jones. to the right wing. Puts one up from 19. Right wing. Here's Bull. It's rebounded by Portis.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And that one is good. Portis has got his second basket of the game.
Portis understands his role in this offense, including when to look to score inside.
Jones from outside. Misses that one. He's made one and missed two this game so far. Oh!
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Hey, Brett, Damian Lillard is as clutch as they come. He is fearless. Where do you think that comes from? Why is he so effective late in tight games?
Such a great question, Kevin, but for Damian Lillard, I think it boils down to one word, and that is confidence. And he has legitimately the ultimate confidence in all the work that he puts in the offseason to be in these moments, to have the ball in his hands, and it's been proven time and time again that he can come through. It's why we see him tap his wrist and it being Dame time. Those are some of the most memorable moments of his career.
They get it back.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with a foul.
First personal foul.
Looking back at Damian Lillard's time in Portland, what an incredible 11-year run. I mean, Brent, he was the team.
Yeah, unbelievable. All-time great for the Portland Trailblazers. All-NBA 7 times, Kevin, a Blazers record. And no doubt one of the most beloved players that's ever put on a uniform in the great Pacific Northwest. But I know for Damian Lillard how competitive he is. He doesn't want to just rely on what it is he accomplished there. There's more to be done. He wants to win at the highest level, and that's what he's looking to do.
KD's shot is good.
Well, we talked a lot about the shooting. KD obviously pretty much automatic foul line down.
Antetokounmpo using his size!
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Booker. He can't get that one. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Hey, Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him.
And so it's Milwaukee with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Kicks it out to Booker. Here's the three. Devin Booker, three, right down the hatch.
So good at finishing around the gaps in the defense, and when Booker gets into space, he's going to let it fly.
Back to Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slings it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Brent, for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar, and these guys have been contenders ever since.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he is something else. Hey, thank you. Now the Bucks moving it up. And Lillard gets double-teamed. To the left side wing. Fires the three. Nailed from three-point land. And the Bucks lead by 16. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Ball's knocked loose. KD with it. Lillard picks him up. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. And with the score of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for him.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
On the wing, Booker, 10 points for him. Shoots over Portis, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And Durant comes to help. Pass to Giannis. Kicks it out to Lillard. Launches it. Knocks down the three ball. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
And Lillard a flat-out gunner from deep because he's just a lethal shooter from way outside.
And here's Booker. Takes a three. And again, it's the Suns missing. Bucks leading by 17. Outside Portis. Puts up a three. Phoenix grabs the miss. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Here's Richards. Kicks it out to Booker. And so the ball goes out of bounds.
Phoenix ball.
Lopez touched it last. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter of the game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Booker. Booker taking the hit.
Finishes like that are pretty impressive from Devin Booker, who we know is a great outside shooter.
Over in the corner to Lillard. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Lillard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
At the top of the key, Durant. Over onto Tacumbo. KD's shot is off.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
Talk about versatility on offense a lot, but how about on defense? And he takes pride in making an impact down there.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
Kuzma, rise, and fire.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Right side, Durant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Suns have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
At the line for 2.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And KD drops them both. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome.
50.
Bucks lead by 19. And
31.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Booker with it. Pass to Richards. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Milwaukee leading by 19. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Off target with his 3.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Here's Durant. And that one drops. KD's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Suns.
Not fair of a coach to send out one defender against Kevin Durant, skilled at fighting through whatever challenges the D wants to throw at him.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And when you look at the career of Kyle Kuzma, he has played, Brent, various roles.
Yeah, Kevin, different spots and different things that have been asked of him by different coaches in different systems. So 6-man, spot-up shooter, go-to scorer. It speaks a lot to his adaptability. Hopefully he'll settle in and become the player that he knows confidently he is. And Kuzma, one of those forwards that can kind of go between. Plays the 4, small forward, and that's impressive versatility from this young player.
To the wing on the left. In a wide open look for Portis. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Bucks lead by 18. Booker outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Defense tends to overcommit just because Booker's such a great offensive threat. That time he used it to his advantage.
Booker taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Milwaukee leading by 17. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. It's Kuzma penetrating. And Kuzma slams it in.
Leaving no room for mistakes as Kuzma rises up.
Pass to KD. Uncovered. Milwaukee with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
Suns trail by 21. Booker looking around. Shoots over Portis. Giannis grabs the miss. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
Yeah, letting it rip. We're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Booker outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now Beal. Outside, KD. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 9-1 run. Kick out to Giannis. Back to Lillard. Left side, Portis. 6 on the shot clock. Out left to the wing. And the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got 11 in the second half.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Here's Lillard. Giannis inside. Ball stolen. Knocks it loose. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Timeout.
They're ahead by 22.
Yeah, this for the culture.
Gotta keep it straight like Travolta or the crease upon jeans or Travolta. We was dancing like machines or JB. Cape up on his shoulders or the Mike Prince pulled up out the holster. Same tree, it represent blackness from the passage. The past is alive and well, surprising like magic. The ultimate is classic. Now I ain't reinvent the wheel. I simply put some spinners on it and begin to peel. So many layers to my people, but we tend to feel as though the media presents us like we sent. And it's tragic, we the fabric of any field. We make a static from a static when we interfere. To be the leader means you never see the vision clear. Too busy blazing for the followers to get the steal. I'm the smoke for all creators who ain't get the deal. The culture first, if you foreign to it, it's the real.